Hello, hello, hello. Hey guys, who is in the stream? Two people. Hey y'all, it's me. Just having a, just want to turn on the camera and have a chat. It's been quite a day, so this is unplanned stream. Had I had a day, a rough day. I don't know. Hey Max, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining. Hey guys, so today I am a little bit, I don't know, feeling a little bit moody because I didn't have my COVID test. Hey Mark, how's it going? Uh, any intel on when China is reopening? Watcher, watcher. Well, well. First of all, thank you guys for joining me at what time is it now? It's 11:41, almost to midnight, almost Tuesday, the 12th of January. Not so yet, but yeah, I have actually no insights at all at when China is reopening, unless I guess this virus comes to an end, this pandemic comes to an end, which is another part of what I'm going to be talking about today. Because yeah, the reason why we are here is because of the pandemic, isn't it? Hey, yes, yeah, welcome to the stream. I hope you got your name right. Thanks a lot. Ni hao, ni hao. Um, so, uh, where am I heading next, Max? Max, where am I heading next? I'll let you know. Mark, thank you for joining the stream. So, guys, I did not get myself the COVID test because, again, let me rewind the clock. I did a live stream when I was in Chongqing. I got on the flight. I let you guys go at the airport in Jiangbei Airport in Chongqing, and I flew back to Shenzhen. Right, I flew to Shenzhen, relatively smooth, no issues there. In fact, it was pretty normal at the airport. They just scan each of the Chinese citizens' ID card, because the ID card has a chip inside. And when you scan your card, that means you're good to go. For me, I will have my passport number recorded manually into the system, and then I'm good to go. So I did that. And then I headed over to I was doing my work at the factory. The factory has a few more days to go before they shut down for going back to celebrate Chinese New Year, the Lunar New Year, right? Spring Festival, 春节. All right, so wait a minute. Let me say hello to my subscribers. Jay in SA, welcome to the stream, Jay. Thank you so much. Of course, loving you, Bobby Kim. Thank you so much for joining. And yeah, of course, Eric. Why so suddenly? Because you said too many things about the virus. Not just joking, just joking. Okay, so yeah, as I was saying, I sort of expedited myself at the factory. Because the factory is going to be closing soon for Spring Festival, so I got a few things I need to be done at the factory. So I was there to see to it. In fact, I would say around the 15th of January is when they will really close shop. So it's just a few days to go before the 15th. So I had to hustle them, need to give my instructions to get the samples out. I need to get these samples out so that I can take pictures of them so I can put them online for pre-orders, right? So that is what I've been up to. So I've been too busy doing that, such that I did not go ahead and immediately go get myself COVID tested, because it is a requirement now due to the cases in Shenzhen, right where I am, that in order for you to proceed into malls or even your office without any issues. I think even on the train, I'm not sure, I've not tried the train, that you got to have yourself a 48-hour or 72-hour COVID test negative results on your mobile phone, on the health app. So I didn't have that. So I was denied entry to a mall, which I just shared a few hours earlier. I was trying to go there. I was trying to, go visit Toys R Us, get some inspiration, go see some figures. But I couldn't get in because I didn't have a COVID test. So that was kind of disappointing. That was kind of like, that was my go-to gig to feel good, right, at Toys R Us. But didn't happen. So yeah, feeling a little bit down because of that. And also because I need to be at the factory tomorrow morning at about 8 a.m. So the COVID or the free COVID testing sites only open at 9 a.m. And in fact, at 9, they do it from 9 to 12, and then I think they come back at about 2 to 6. So I came actually today to the COVID testing station. I want to get myself tested. Obviously, I know the requirements, and I wanted to test myself, but I was there at 6:15, and then the place is closed at 6 o'clock p.m. So what a bummer, right? Because I thought that since it is the shall we say, high season of COVID, that they would put in the extra hours to get people tested. But unfortunately, that only happens, I guess, it's still ongoing in the Luohu area, I heard. Not sure. In the Luohu area, you can get yourself COVID tested, not capped at 6 p.m. But for me over here, it seems that the off work time is 6 p.m. So that's kind of strange because I thought that since it's high season, that they could actually put in the extra hours and I could get myself tested beyond 6 p.m. But anyways, let me say hi to some of the rest of you guys, okay, who just joined the stream. Gray Fox, it's been a while since I saw you. Thank you so much for joining. Hi. We have Yi Zhou, Yi Zhuo, right? Louis Lee. All right. Hey, sending positive vibes. Thank you so much for joining. And Nicole, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much. Hi, Nicole. All right. So let's see. Let's see. Is there some comments I need to attend to? Okay. All right. So Jay asked if it is this was supposed to be something I wanted to wear in my Chongqing trip because we were supposed to go to the ski resort, right? So I got this I think is it Chip or Dale, right? I got it in my previous trip to Disneyland last year, right? And I didn't wear it after that because it's pretty hot actually. So I thought I would wear this for my ski resort trip in Chongqing, but alas, I didn't go. So I thought I'd just put this on for this live stream and show you guys this little thing that I have on my head. So yeah, that's that. Guangdong Hua as well. Okay. Yes, I would have spoken some Guangdong Hua as well. And see, any news about the decision from your team handling the visa? Well, first of all, it's not my team. It's just the agent. And no news as yet, but we have some contingencies, which I'll probably talk to you guys about in just a bit. All right. And let's see. So Max say, just want to share some info. I come back to Singapore after 15 years in China. Was very shocked at some people in Singapore I meet. Very sad, very bad, very shocking. What's up, Max? So you have been in China for 15 years. Which part of China? Could you share with us in the comments? Let me know which part of China you have been from, that you have been to, and why. What have you seen with Singaporeans or in Singapore that has made you very sad, very bad, and very shocking? I want to know. Let me know, right? Let me know, Max. So yeah, so Grey Fox, yeah, it's been a while, right? What have you been up to? Yesh Lee, COVID test every day in some community in Shenzhen now. Yes, it is every day now. Yes, in fact, there was this big COVID test area that's set up at the front of the mall where I was denied entry. Well, I didn't take a picture of that, so yeah. So Eric wants to know what happened as well. Max, would you share? I'll get to your comments in a bit. Hey, Jose, welcome to my stream. Thank you so much, Jose. Thank you so much for joining. Chipmunk hat. Yes, it's a chipmunk. But is it Chip or Dale? Right? There's two names to the chipmunks. So can you go to the Winter Olympics? No, I'm not planning to go to the Winter Olympics. I'm already trying to stay beyond the 20th of January. So I don't think any plans of the Winter Olympics. Plus, further, I have no interest in the Winter Olympics, and I wouldn't be able to. I'm not going to the Winter Olympics. What is this? All right, so Beijing. So you've been Beijing most of the time of your 15 years. So what's up? Let me know. Boon Teo, welcome to the stream. Am I related to James Lee? Who is James Lee? If you're talking about a brother, no, I don't have a brother, so that's not James Lee. But if you're talking about a cousin or something, no, I don't have anybody that I know that is James Lee. So let me know who is James Lee. Who's James Lee? All right. No, I'm not related to James Lee. Yes, Nicole, that's Chip and Dale. Got it from Disneyland last 2 years ago now, because now we've passed. No, let's see, 2 years ago now. Yeah, 2 years ago now. I got this in 2020 in December, so that's like 2 years ago now. 2 Decembers ago. Wow, time flies, right, guys? Time flies. What has been daunting for me is that time flies, and it really hits you, right? It really hits you when you're at the, I don't know. Sometimes you don't really realize it, and then sometimes it just hits you that time is really flying by really very fast. So I hope that you guys are all spending your time very wisely, very constructively, and having a great time, because time really flies. MP, welcome, sir. Yes, still in Shenzhen, exactly in Longgang, specifically, and I was denied entry for the first time to a mall in Shenzhen because I didn't have the proper qualifications. So Max says that it's a long story. By the way, I got the COVID in Singapore in September. Sorry to hear that, but guess what, Max? Cristiano Ronaldo got the COVID as well, but he's fine and dandy. The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, has got the COVID as well, but he's fine and dandy. So, it's not exactly, again, it's not anything to be ashamed of if we get the COVID. Just like how back in the day, the flu, and now it's just like a normal flu. So it's something, is a pathogen that affects humans, and if we get it, we get it, right? But if we get it, we just do our best not to spread to others. So that's what I have to say. I'm thankful that I've not gotten it yet. There's lots of debate that you should get it. Singapore is living with COVID, so Singapore's policy, if I'm not mistaken, right, don't quote me, is that you should get it. right? In Singapore, you should get the COVID so that you can develop the immunity in your body. And I don't know, but I'm not a virologist. I'm not a scientist, and I don't really agree with getting the COVID. But it is what it is. So that's why China is having this zero COVID policy, because China doesn't want its people to get the COVID, right? Which I think we have gone past the COVID. It's no longer the COVID. It is now the Delta Cron, right, Eric? So yeah. Anyway, I hope you are recovered. I hope you are doing fine, Max. And again, it's totally not like, in my opinion, that if you get the COVID, it's not something like, oh shit, right? It's well, I don't know. You'll recover, right? Let me know. Let me know how you're feeling, man. Max. How much straight are you? Well, first of all, I can't really pronounce your name, and I'm not sure what the question means, so sorry about that. Chip can be identified by his black chocolate chip nose. Oh, then that's Chip then. All right. Thanks. I got Chip. Okay, great. Thanks, Louis. Let's see. Oops, I think I accidentally hit the put you on a timeout. I'm so sorry, Louis. Please come back. I'm trying to actually hide your comment, but I accidentally pressed the wrong button. So you are currently on timeout, but that's not my intention. Okay, sorry about that from Chip and me. Let me see if I can rectify that. I'm not sure, but yeah, you should be back soon. All right. All right, Chip. All right, Louis. Don't. Sorry about that again, my friend. Okay. Koyoyo Koma. Hi. Are you Japanese? Hello from Singapore. Are you Japanese? Konbanwa, if you are Japanese. So Eric, if you are the moderator, can you undo what I just did and undo Louis Lee from timeout? Again, I was just trying to move to the next comment, and somehow my fingers, clicked on the wrong thing. So sorry about that. Again, Louis, I'm so sorry. Okay, Max, no worries, man. I'll see you soon. Okay, I hope you're feeling okay. Hope you're feeling okay. Yeah, hits you when you're over 40. But as long as we keep ourselves eating healthy and with our exercise, we should be good. Brother or cousin in Singapore Army. Then a world venture entrepreneur. Oh, definitely not related. No brothers and no cousins by the name of James Lee. So hope that clarified that for you, Buntio. Let's see. What's that? It's all in like traditional Chinese. I can't really read it. I can only read the how. So Eric, could you help me to translate what is on this comment here? Yes, Max, we will see you later, definitely. Yes, Nicole, it seems that the virus continues to mutate. So I'm seeing this comment now here that I placed Louis on timeout for 5 minutes. So sorry, man. 5 minutes should be gone pretty fast. As I said, time flies. So once you get back, we'll see you again. I'm so sorry, my friend. I can't. I'm embarrassed. I'm so sorry. I got the wrong finger, the wrong touch. So Bobby has got his third dose of Sinovac. That's cool. I've yet to get my third dose of my Sinopharm, but I guess I will get it as I as I get it, right? Do you mean good jab or good job? Good jab. Okay. Many governments don't tell you about the long COVID. So what is the long COVID? Let us know. Let us know, Eric. What is the long COVID? Yeah, many leads in Singapore. So anyway, guys, I was talking about my experience. So again, what happens now is that I have up to the 13th of January to collect my passport back from the now rejected work visa, for those of you who are following me. And I guess the plan now is not to collect my passport. Okay. So by not collecting my passport, I would not be having that terminal date line of the 20th of January to leave China. So currently that's the plan. Okay. I will be not collecting my passport on the 13th of January. And also, I guess because it's COVID times, it's requiring this and that to get into the government offices. So I will not be collecting my passport on the said date of the 13th of January. And if there are any ramifications, then I'll turn on the camera once again and let you guys know what is the ramifications for not collecting your passport when you're supposed to collect your passport in China. All right. So that is something that I'll do for you guys. Who am I kidding? I'm doing for myself, but I'm just gonna experience it and then share it with you guys, right? So yeah, that is the plan. Okay. So no, not back to Singapore unless otherwise stated, because the back to Singapore plan is the last plan. Is the last plan because the only reason why I'll be back to Singapore is because Hong Kong will be too expensive to live in. All right, so back to Singapore, I guess. And once I'm back to Singapore, then I'll have. I'm not sure if are all the hawker centers open such that I can have my mee pok, have my char kway teow, have my chicken rice and my laksa and all these things, and get myself all fat by enjoying all the Singapore delicious food, and go from there. But yeah, at the moment, I will still not be destination Singapura. 新加坡需要隔离多久？No 隔离 right? Eric, let me know. Go to Singapore, there's no quarantine, right? Because Singapore is living with COVID. So if you're living with COVID, there's no quarantine. It's free for all, isn't it? Let me know, Eric, what's the situation there? Oh, you made the same mistake as me? How is that so? Okay. So if you don't pick up your passport on that required time, won't there be a problem? It's worth the risk. In that sense, it's worth the risk because let's see. By right, I'm currently processing my work visa, and hence my passport is being held by the civic center, they call it, right? It's a place, it's a building, and it's called the civic center, and that's where they process such types of visas. So the passport is currently with the civic center, and the idea is that the agent, right, my team, so to speak, but not my team, the agent is gonna sort of ask if what is the issue with the previous application that it was approved and then revoked? And is there a way that the problem can be solved, right? Because after all, the work visa was approved for 12 months in early December. And yet, at the end of, well, was it end of December? My memory is failing me. No, in January, right? In January, yeah, in January, in this new year, I got the call, and it's rejected, right? So they're trying to find out what's going on, and then they'll see if they can do the correction in flux, right? They'll do the correction while the passport is in the hands of the authorities. So that's the plan. So that is why we will not collect the passport just yet, because the moment we collect the passport, then you have to adhere to the time given, which probably would be a 7-day visa for me to sort out my stuff, and then off you go on the 20th of January. All right. Luckily recovered. Is it saying luckily recovered? Hey, Justin, yo, welcome. Yes, all hawker centers are open. Wow, okay. That's good to know, because the last time I checked, which I guess was a very long time ago, the hawker centers had to close again, right? I guess this is after the KTV fiasco. We were like on our way to something, and then there was this heightened alert. I don't know, heightened alert and something else, and then back to dining in twos, right? Wasn't that the case? So now it's all open. Okay, that's good. Why won't you? So Buntio says, why won't me consider going to Cambodia, Vietnam, Laos, then return to China on multiple entry visa? Because, my friend, there is no such thing as entry into China for foreigners. I can go all the places I want, Cambodia, Vietnam, Laos, and what have you. The moment you hit China, you can't enter. So that's why I wouldn't go or wouldn't consider. And why would I? Because what am I going to do in Cambodia, Vietnam, and Laos, right? So yeah, unless you know something I don't, that is not an option. Thailand is supposed no MP again. I just mentioned it, and there's no reason for me to be traveling to Thailand. And what am I going to do in Thailand, right? So not something to consider. No, it's not hard to return to China. It's impossible. All right, it's not hard. Hard we can still deal with, but it's impossible to come back to China. Okay, so right. As I've explained it, again, by the way, I'm in my apartment, which I will vacate really soon should I leave. So again, I have the conundrum of having to pack my stuff again, which I've done in, was it July, August? Yeah, July, August. I did this before, right? I was all set up. We did the housewarming in July, and then I had to pack up because my visa was up in October, and that was it. There was no other choice back then before me embarking on this. All right. Hey, Louis, welcome back. So sorry again. I shall not happen a second time. Thank you so much, my friend. Okay, let's not have Louis on timeout again. All right, it was a mistake. So, hey, Lex Neuron, meaning at current stage, because of the COVID measure, making return to China less easy. Yes, correct. There is no return to China. I'm sure you guys know by now, right? I've been talking about this for quite a number of occasions and quite repeated times, that there is no possibility to return to China, right? There's no way. Hey, hello, bro. Hello, bro. Yo, yo, yo. So yeah, for those of you who are still maybe oblivious to the situation, there is no way for any foreigner, Chinese looking or not, to enter China. That's just the way it is. Okay, nobody's coming in unless you have the proper approvals. And again, if I may say so, if you're working for a big company that requires your expertise, they will go through the steps to get you the work visa to come in, and you'll come in. And once you come in, you'll do your 14-day quarantine plus 7, hence your 21 days quarantine. You will get poked in your nose every day for COVID tests. You will stay in that quarantine hotel, not of your choice, but by luck. You'll probably get a good one or a not so good one, depending. So these are the things that you wouldn't want to go through at this current. Well, I guess most of you would actually endure the 14 days quarantine plus the 7 just to get in, right? Imagine it was that simple. If it was that simple, everybody, I guess most of you, not everybody, but most of you would put up with and endure the 14 days of quarantine, because after that, at the end of the tunnel, baby, you're in China. But sad to say, it's not the case, because nobody can get a visa to come into China at this current moment. Okay? So, I hope I made myself clear. Okay, let's respond to some comments. Okay, from here. So, Jervin, going out of China is okay, but the return is not okay. Yes, exactly right. You can get out of China anytime. Right now, you can go, but you can't come back. You can return to Hong Kong. Yes, I can go back to Hong Kong. Yes, but again, coming back to China is not possible. So MP says that Southern China is open for business. Any foreigners wanting to buy, okay, but not me. I'm not looking to buy property. I'm looking to make my figures and my models. G Gen 12, is that right? G Gen 12. I am well. I am as well as I can be, physically, mentally. Maybe mentally it's been a little bit drained, just a little bit, right? A little bit. But you know, body wise, it's all good. I'm well, thank you, and I hope you're well too. I hope you are well too. On TV, people are mainly the throat thing. Yes, but as we have seen from Alex of Reportify Media, who has done a video documenting his quarantine in China when he came from Thailand into China to Chongqing. He had first, I think, quarantine, I think, in Guangzhou. I think he came into Shenzhen, and I think he was ferried by bus to Guangzhou. I'm not sure. Okay, don't quote me on that. That's just my memory. I could be wrong. For those of you who can just go through the video of Reportify Media, you can verify that. So he showed us how he got the nose test every day. So that is proof that is done. So even when I was in Hainan recently, I had a chance to get a free COVID test while on the road, but I declined because it was in the nose. So, yeah, I have a sensitive nose, right? From young, I had pneumonia. So from young, I had a very sensitive nose. I was always sneezing. In fact, what I dreaded most, even though I love flying, going with my parents to you know, holidays overseas. I enjoy being in the aircraft, but the environment in the aircraft, the air was dry, or just the whole temperature and the everything. I was always sniffing, right? My nose was always discomfort when I was in the aircraft. But fortunately, as I grew older, I sort of grew out of this sensitive nose, and I've been well for a long time. But otherwise, not normally in the mornings. When I was much younger, I'll get like the morning sinus. When I wake up in the morning, I'll be like, my nose be all drippy and all, it's just not good, right? So what was I talking about? That, yeah. So that's why I am apprehensive to get my nose poked for the swab, and that's the reason why. All right. Okay. IL. Entering China is easier if you had Chinese vaccines. If you have had Chinese vaccines, you are exempted. Not too sure about that. I mean, having a vaccine is the last step, right? If you have the papers to come into China, then having the vaccine is a mandatory requirement, because you need to have the vaccine, because they don't recognize the other vaccines. So you need to get the Chinese vaccine to get in once you have the paperwork done, but not having the vaccine as a number one thing, right? Doesn't mean that if I have the vaccine, I can come in. So we hope to be clear on that, all right? Dazzler Pepper. Is that how you pronounce your name? Dazzler Pepper? I heard your visa application had been rejected. That's correct. You heard correct. What's your next plan? As I mentioned earlier, my next plan is actually not to collect my passport. Would you be able to apply another one? You see, the thing is that once they reject once, you don't apply again. That's not how it works. You don't like apply, reject, apply, reject, apply. No. Once you apply and it's rejected, you don't apply again. You try to find out what's the reason, and you hope to be able to rectify the reason. So like I said before, I think I've shared with you guys or not, but I think I did, is that apparently the company that I've applied the work visa with, the company name, the company, right? You need to have a company to apply the work visa with. So apparently this company has some issues with its director. So that implicates the company, and that implicates me. So it's just a case of bad luck, because there's been other applications that has gone smoothly. And what happened is that the final stage of the whole application is the interview with the officer, right? And I had the interview. I showed them all my stuff that I'm doing in China. I'm actually doing the models. I'm doing the figures. So I'm doing a legit things. I'm actually doing something. I'm not like somebody who is struggling to stay because I have nothing, right? For example, again, nothing against those people, but I'm just quoting an example from what I know. So for example, right? I'm an English person. I'm from let's just say, right, Australia, UK, and a white nation. So I'm a white person. I'm here, but I'm not a teacher. I've never done teaching. I was some kind of a mechanic. I worked some odd jobs. I did some business in my home country, and I'm in China. And because I speak English, I got into a school, and they got me to be a teacher. That sort of thing. And now, because of COVID, and because the government has already said there's no more of all these kind of teachers who are not qualified. So now I'm trying to get a work stay. So I'm thinking of how I'm gonna convince the officer that I have a legitimate reason to be here. when I don't, because I'm not qualified to be a teacher. And yet I'm trying to show the people that I'm here to be a teacher. So that's gonna be like more difficult than me, who's actually having actual things that I'm doing. I'm actually doing real things here. So it was kind of it was definitely a surprise. Why would I get my work visa rejected? But like I said, we now know that I'm back. I think I'm back, guys. How long did I lose you guys for? Okay, I'm back. I was on Wi-Fi, and yet it dropped. So I've switched to data. My goodness, my goodness. I'm so sorry. Um, okay, all right. So let's get back to answering some of your comments. Oops, looks like I've missed all the comments. Okay, hold on. Sorry, guys. The Wi-Fi apparently didn't hold up, and I'm on whatchamacallit data. It's kind of strange, isn't it? The Wi-Fi is supposed to be smooth, right? But why did the Wi-Fi just break up? Okay, I'm just gonna get your comments. Okay, so and then we're also gonna get the Brian Holden. Welcome to the stream, Brian. So China is particularly high alert because of the Olympics. Yes, that's right. No worries there for the typo. I did worse. This is HH. Welcome. This is HH. Good evening. Good evening to you. Okay, for Mr. YTL. Good night. Good night. I'm definitely not a property developer. Well, how did you know? Definitely not a property developer. Yeah. Okay. So, Andrea, right? Andrea Chan. if you can go to China, I would have been. If can go to China, I would have been posted Shanghai 2 years ago. Just not possible now. I don't even want to explore RGL at all. RGL. What's RGL? RGL. I don't even want to explore RGL. What's RGL, Andrea? Can you let me know? Great. Situation explained. That's good. Um, the CPC Congress. What the two meetings? Is that right? Okay. Oh, Eric. Eric is disgusting. 等待 is it? 等待. Are you coming to Singapore soon? No, I don't think so. I don't want to. There's nothing for me to do in Singapore except eat, right? So Brian, uh, I'm an asset. No. You put me on a pedestal. No. I'm not an asset. Make an excellent guide. Wow, thank you. In fact, I did have an inclination, right? I did wanted to be working in like the hotel and tour guide profession when I was much younger. The reason, I think I've explained this before. I think so. The reason why I would like to be in the hotel environment is because I can put on a suit and look all nice and neat, and and I love the service industry. I like to show people that I can provide a good service. But then again, came the revelation of the annoying customer, the incorrigible customer, and I'll have none of that. All right, so that will put me out of a job because I will tell the customer and put him in his or her place. All right, because I do not subscribe to the fact that the customer is always right, and that is included for myself. If I'm the customer and somebody's servicing me, I don't have that right to be always right, even if I might be annoyed at certain things and I can express my opinion, in a most acceptable way. Sometimes my voice gets louder, and it's all the emotions, right? It's all the emotion, but at the end of the day, I'm going to be talking facts. I'm going to be logical, right? I'm going to conduct my argument in the best possible manner to show and validate my case. But if I'm on the other side, and again, I'm talking about the incorrigible customer, I'm talking about the customer that right? So I'm not going to be able to, if that person is not going to be giving the facts and the logic and conduct a proper argument or his case, then I'm gonna. So anyway, coming back, so I'm not suited. I'm actually not suited for the customer service profession, even though I would think that I could offer good service, but because of my aspect of me that cannot take BS, so I'm out. Right? I'll be handed a termination letter from the superiors straight away. Yeah, but tour guide, yes and no. Sometimes when you give the guide over and over and over and over again, it becomes a chore for me, right? So that's why when I make my figures and my model, I don't make the same thing over and over and over. It's always something new. It's always something new, a new challenge, a new design, and that's what it is. Because again, like I said, if I was the guide at Universal Studios or Disneyland, or I would be, it gets boring after a while if you're doing the same thing over and over again. So unless this guide is a guide that keeps exploring new things, then it's gonna get boring. But anyway, that's my take. Thanks, Brian. And good night. Good night to you. Thanks for joining. It's definitely late. We should be wrapping up really soon. Probably just do 1 hour, right? We're at 50 minutes. My visa is a work visa. Yes, it has to be a work visa. There's no other visas that China is giving at the moment. It's only a work visa. Even if you have, like I said, I've mentioned this before, even if you are here inspecting and you're not working, right? You're just doing an inspection for your business. Again, simple example. You guys know, I don't know, you guys know Bandai, right? Gundam. So if you are a Gundam, a Bandai employee, tasked to come to China to just inspect a production, right? That would normally be a business trip back in the day. But now you have to get a work visa. So I hope I made myself clear, right? So back in the day, you can come and that was like a business trip for you. You can be on a visitor visa, you can be on a tourist visa, you can just come and do it. But now it has to be a work visa. So that's how drastic things have changed. That's why we don't have Japanese coming to visit the factory anymore. I'm at the factory every day, almost every day, and I don't see what I would normally see back in the day, where you have Japanese people coming to inspect the toys that they're making. No, that's no longer the case, right? Any Japanese that is still at the factory are those who are already permanently resided in China, and that's what it is. All right. So again, yeah, the stream did lose connection for a little bit just now, when somehow it lost the Wi-Fi connection and it was buffering, and I was back for a while and only a minute or so. Great, less than a minute. Mark, thank you so much. Again, apologies, not in my control. So yeah, was frozen. Okay. All right. Kind of rough when collateral rejection of visa happens. And yeah, Brian knows me. I will be back. Yeah. Yes, I was on the topic of the company rejected my visa, and I've explained it. That's good. I think I did right. Reciprocal green lane. What is that? What is that? Reciprocal green lane. I've not heard about that at all. Andrea, right? Andrea. Sorry, I've not heard of the RRGL. So ZZP are family members of Chinese citizens allowed to apply for visa to enter. Only immediate family, not like extended family members. They got that covered up, all the loopholes, only immediate family. So for example, I'm visiting my mom and dad, that's family. But if I'm visiting my uncle, no, that's not family. Yeah. Short-term official visit. What for you? Is it for you? Not for me, definitely. So if your visa is rejected, what's the next step? Will the country kick you out? Technically, the country has kicked one out because there is no visa, right? So they don't have to physically kick you out. They will have kicked you out by not giving you a visa. So the moment you don't have a visa, you can't stay in any country, not just China. So what's the next step I've mentioned? The next step is not to collect my passport for as long as I can. Yes, Eric. So for members of the immediate family only. Jay says that I've got the personality to be in the hospitality industry. Again, yes and no. Really, yes and no. For those who know me, once the Hulk comes out, you don't want to you'll get the termination letter straight away. So yeah, but thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. So please check out the China Q1 and Q2 visa. Well, Eric, I'm not sure if the Q1 and if you did do your homework, which I'm sure you did, then that's what it is. But again, I'm not sure what those are. I'm not sure what those are. IL, yes, I will be returning to China at the end of this month via family Q visa. Okay, cool. Yes, your wife is, so if your wife is Chinese, then it's a spouse visa. Yes. Yes. However, you need to be inoculated with the Chinese vaccine. Yes, already mentioned. Without a Chinese vaccine, you would need to show urgent. All right. Okay. Yes. Yeah. It's all very difficult. Lots of, I think it's what we call red tape, right? Dealing with the general public can be difficult. You don't say. I guess that's what the government is doing every day, isn't it? The government is dealing with general public every day, right? So yeah, it's the government's job. So similarly, if you apply for the Z or M visa, from my knowledge, the M visa is no longer available in China. They have abolished the M, or rather the business visa called the M visa. Yeah, letters of invitation by the governments. Yes, if you get that, then you can come in. Hey, Nicole. Yeah, so hospitality can be a very difficult profession, as with many professions. The thing that you will realize is that with everything, there is the downside. With everything, there is the challenges, right? There is no job or no work that is not difficult. Everybody has their difficulties. All right. That's my experience. It doesn't matter what job you're doing. I've seen many kinds of profession. I've seen the videographer. I've seen the photographer. I've seen the cook. I've seen the blogger. I've seen, everything. Everything. There is the difficulty, right? There is no job that is without difficulties, and that's why we have stress in each profession. We have people who say that, oh man, this is tough, right? But we thought that our job is tough. We thought that your job is easy, but no, every job, even the celebrities, right? We would think that, oh, they're leading a great life. They're leading the life of the rich and famous, but they have their difficulties too, right? We all have our difficulties. So Brian, you will not have lasted as an army officer. You know what? The short fuse comes in handy for people in the army, right? In the armed forces. Yes and no again, right? You need to be like a lion towards your trainees to instill fear, but you cannot do the same to your superiors, right? So it's yeah. But I was an army officer before, and I think I shared a little bit about how I was basically a heel in my first term with my trainees, neutral in my second term, and a face in my last term. So what is heel and face? For those of you who are familiar with WWE, World Wrestling Entertainment, a heel would mean the bad guy, a face would mean the good guy. So yeah. So even if I had a short fuse, I managed to, grow and control my anger, temper along the way, as I was really, really bad tempered when I was a student growing up in school, in the primary and secondary school. I was kind of, but I was able to, control it. So yeah. Lex neuron, but how could one have Chinese vaccine if you're not in China? Oh yeah, there's ways. There is ways. You can make an inquiry as to where, which hospitals would have that Chinese vaccine, or even at the embassy, right? The embassy would have it. I don't know, just my guess. Are you in Singapore, ZP? Are you in Singapore? If you are, there are some clinics. Exactly right. That's what I just mentioned. All right, great. Hey, Louis Lee, it's dangerous to hang around in your live stream. Uh, yeah, like I said in my stream earlier, I said time flies, right? That was the gist of it. Time flies, and time just flew by 1 hour. Yeah, we're wrapping up soon, guys. We need to, for those of you in Asia, you need to be turning in soon. You know, you have another morning ahead, another a day ahead. So yeah. So Serena HD Studio, right? Serena, right? Serena, right? Possible working as a freelancer with tourist visa. No, first of all, there's no tourist visa. There's no tourist visa. And yeah, well, of course, if there's a chance to work freelance, why not, right? But so Nicole, it's a way to limit those who come into the country. Yeah. If your country offers Chinese vaccines, then it's much harder. Don't offer. Okay. Yeah. Understand. So Buntio, good luck. Thank you. Thank you. All right. You're in SG. That's good. Okay. Let's see. Wow, you guys have been chatting along. Okay. Let's see if there's any other things to address. Okay. All right. Noted. All right. Okay, guys. So we reached the end of the comments, and I get, like I said before, the end of the time's up. 1 hour. It's good to just do it 1 hour. Otherwise, Eric will complain. So yeah, thanks a lot for just joining me. I really appreciate it. I see that there's quite a few of you who have joined me here. I really appreciate it so much. Thank you. I just wanted to get this off my chest. Just wanted to turn on the camera, have this chat with you guys. Good to see familiar faces. Good to have those questions, have me explain to you guys what's going on. And again, I will be back really soon. All right. So stay safe again. Have a good night. Sweet dreams, you guys. Love you all. All right. Love you guys, and I will be back really soon. Okay. Till then, good night from me. Take care.